Yes, so for an L1 visa, you have to look first at who's the individual that the company wants to send to the US. Are they managers, executive level employees, or are they specialized knowledge employees? So if you look at someone who is a manager, you've got to look at who or what they are managing. And are they managing people? If so, it's not enough that they are managing sort of entry level unskilled workers. They do have to be managing degree qualified employees. So the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service will look closely at the level of the individuals who are reporting to the applicant. You may also have, a functional manager. So this could be someone who doesn't manage people, or maybe they have a few reports, but isn't mainly a people manager, but is more a manager of an important function of the organization. And you really have to show, how does the company revolve around that function? Why is that function so crucial to the running of this business? And so you have to document that quite closely. You also have to look at the person's background. What is their credibility? How are they eligible for this high level, senior level role? And you have to look also closely at what are the day-to-day duties of the person, because if they're performing any sort of entry level work, then they may not be deemed managers. If they're doing lower level work, they have to have sort of broad, overarching responsibilities over individuals or an important function of the company. So that's for the L1A. Now for an L1B, you have to show that that person has skills and knowledge that are quite unique within the company. And that, in fact, it might even be unique within the industry. Although the regulations don't require it, we're seeing it in practice that the standard is extremely high for an L1B. And so we look very closely, the company has to look closely at, why is this individual selected? Are there dozens of other employees in the company that can do the same thing? Well, it might not then mean that that person is specialized enough. Is there a way to identify, does that person has skills, a skill set that's quite unique within the business that would be important for the US company? Then that could be a path forward. That could be something to dig into a little deeper to show that person is L1B qualified. You also have to look at, can a US worker perform the role? Or even if someone could, how long would it take to train up someone to operate at the level that applicant could operate in right away? And what would be the economic downside of hiring a US worker and getting them trained up? So there's a lot of different factors that go into proving that someone is an L1A manager executive or an L1B specialized knowledge worker.